Hello, happy cozy fall. Oh my goodness gracious, it's a beautiful day out here. A nice, crisp, fresh, cool breeze. Everything's slowing down, everything's cooling down. And I am loving every minute of it. While we are out here just kind of taking a breath, pausing, spending some time in nature, let's connect a little bit with our inner creative and, I don't know, get a little message of inspiration, just, I don't know, carrying us through, the next foreseeable future, the next few weeks, few days. I don't know. What's some advice that we could do with right now? Me and all my artist friends, connecting with my energy here. Let's see. We're using the Sacred Creators Oracle by Chris Ann. This is an oracle deck that I use very frequently because I love it. And I think Chris Ann did a wonderful job with it. So let's take a second here. Just breathe a little bit. Clear our mind. And have the intention of what do I need to hear right now to improve the quality of my life at this particular moment in time? Okay? What's a piece of advice that's just gonna lift us and enlighten us? This card says external validation. External validation. So, immediately for me, this kind of brings up how much am I relying on external validation to make myself feel good when maybe what matters a little bit more is that internal validation. Let's see what our guidebook has to say. How is that resonating for you, the concept of external validation? Let's see. Essential meanings: finding your own vibe and your own beat, effortlessly attracting others because of your warm energy, tuning out the noise of external validation and listening to your own heart, opening yourself up to external validation and accepting compliments. Interesting. So I love how some of these essential messages here are not only to block out, not even that it's about blocking it out, but just relying on your inner voice more than external voices, but also accepting when external validation does come up, accept it and be grateful for it. And it is a balance, it's external validation is not a bad thing, actually, because when I first saw this card today, I was like, okay, external validation, I guess for me that resonates in the way of let's not rely on that so much. But it didn't even occur to me that actually we can also embrace external validation as a way of connecting with others and a way of acknowledging that what we're putting out into the world is valuable to other people. Let's see what else this says. On one hand, external validation can build you up and give you encouragement and support to continue. Positive external validation whispers, "We love it, continue, we want more." It can be wonderfully supportive and reassuring and offer glimpses into what's possible for the future. In this way, external validation can be a driving force to your success. Yet, on the other hand, it can be terribly addictive and become far too important if you give it too much power. The absence of external validation can be a creativity killer if you find yourself unable to move ahead without it. It's time to know thyself and to rely on your own intuition as you decide something's value. Accept the positive when it's there, and in its absence, be your own cheerleader. I love that. Let's get another message for today. I love this. Feed your artist. Feed your artist. Let's jump right into this guidebook. Essential meanings: passionate maker, creative play, supporting yourself with your passion, time to experiment, ability to be free from rules, nourishing your artistic soul, creating an inspired future, ability to inspire others, you're in flow with the universe. There are healers, creatives, and artists everywhere who are building abundant, prosperous lives with their craft. You too can use your passions and your creativity to fill your world with joy and abundance. Indulge your inner creator by diving into something you've been inspired to try, with no judgment and no expectation except the expectation to experiment. Your self-expression will nourish the miraculous light you've got inside, and incredibly serendipitous opportunities will surface when you're out in the world enjoying your life as art. I think it's like a beautiful reminder to acknowledge the art and the magic of everyday life, you know? We can get so caught up in the hustle and bustle and just doing what we need to do to survive that some of us are starving our inner artists. And when you can move through life in a more playful and light and joyous way, I think it just ends up benefiting everybody, you know? So think about these concepts, right? How does external validation play a role in your life? Are you able to accept it when it does come in, yet at the same time not rely on it? And then how about feeding your inner artist? Are you consistently doing practices in your life that fulfill you and bring you a new revived sense of energy and vitality and what it is to be alive? Feed your inner artist an external validation. What can you do this week to nurture your creative little self that you have inside, you know? That core essence of you that you were when you were a playful child, before life started piling on top of you. What can you do to reconnect with that, you know? Is that just like sketching in a sketchbook? Is that doing some yoga? Is that turning music way up and dancing? Is it going out of your comfort zone and like taking an acting class for the first time? Is it sitting down and writing some poetry? I don't know. Is it experimenting with like cooking and being creative in the kitchen? So many different ways that you can just explore being creative. And then in those pursuits, I wonder, A, can you find your own internal validation and your own sense of worthiness, while also being receptive to compliments and encouragements from other people? Balancing that out, balancing bringing art and joy into your life, and also confidence and worthiness. I think those things go hand in hand in a lot of ways. I think art can teach us so much about our value and our self-expression. And then the other way around, when you're getting to know yourself, you can more effectively present that to the world through art. So I think that's a really beautiful message that we have today. And it really fits in with my usual thought process of like, how do art and wellness interweave and work together to help us create a beautiful life worth living. So thank you so much for joining me and, thinking about some of these things that we might not always pause to think about. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the beautiful autumn time. If it's autumn right now for you, it is for me. And I am sending you golden leaves drifting down onto you, filled with so much love.